roasting sweet potatoes. That's fantastic.
On social media, Bradley Smith fashions himself some sort of really good cook.
Pistachio praline and pistachio butter homemade ice cream.
But I wasn't looking for new recipes for ice cream when I first called Bradley on the telephone. I wanted to talk about this. His custom home building company called Lane Kelly Homes. Bradley builds homes for the rich and famous, like this $12 million mansion going up in River Oaks, or the mansion he built for Drake's plastic surgeon buddy. It was, in December 24, the most expensive home sold that month in the entire city of Houston. And Smith says he's the #1 custom home builder in Houston. Just ask him.
I mean, you would think he walks on water and is the best builder in town.
You and I go way back, Wayne. You and I go back to when you knew my dad on Yupon, and I used to come over to your house.
What a small world. Turns out I used to be neighbors with Bradley's mom and dad when I had my first townhouse here in the Cherryhurst neighborhood in Montrose. Hate to break it to you, Bradley, but that doesn't get you a get-out-of-jail-free card with us.
I commit to calling you back today.
That's fine, brother. Be good, man.
That was June, like 6 months ago. Guess Bradley's not calling back. And I understand why. His real estate empire in Houston is crumbling in a sea of foreclosures, allegations of multi-million-dollar international fraud.
The guy is a bum. His word is not to be relied upon.
No funds were diverted anywhere. So what is it you would like to do?
Now what are we going to do? All we've got to do is find Mr. Smith.
Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, where the desert meets the sea. Home to beautiful Pacific beaches and a booming wellness industry south of the border. Like the luxury Colil at Palmilla Stem Cell Clinic, set to open up in the spring of 26. A private villa, a chef. It advertises state-of-the-art healing.
I cannot recommend more favorably to develop in this area than pretty much any other place outside the United States.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's coming from you, that's quite a compliment.
That's Cabo real estate expert Michael Baldwin chatting away 2 years ago with Houston real estate developer Bradley Smith. He's co-founder of Cabo Real Estate Holdings. And since June of this year, Bradley Smith has been doing his best to hide from us. But not anymore, and you won't believe what he told us.
If you'll call me, we can sit down and talk.
Look, Bradley, we did that. You said you were going to call me 6 months ago. You remember? I commit to you, I will call you later today.
We're here trying to work
So
through
you
a
blew
house
me
first.
off. What does he say to the allegations that he's stole millions of dollars from people?
I'm not going to comment on the case.
The lawsuits are piling up, the foreclosure notices. How big of a shit show is this?
I think this is now like gravity is going to make this collapse in on itself.
But move over, River Oaks, because the real scandal is over here on what may be Houston's most beautiful street. This is 223 Carnarvon. A Houston lawyer and his wife agreed to buy it for $19 million nearly 3 years ago, even though it was far from complete. This text message from Smith promised the mansion would be completed in just 90 days. A year and a half later, it's barely been touched because of Smith's, quote, sob stories to justify his failure to perform any substantive work. Smoke and mirrors, the lawsuit calls it, citing construction draws for non-existent work. Smith claimed he was 193% over budget on landscaping. Take a look. The pictures show some pretty expensive dirt, and I don't even see a shrub. All in, it's $18 million to build a home allegedly budgeted to cost just $10 million.
And our allegations are of a fraud perpetrated on our clients who were, all they were seeking was to purchase a home that he was building.
And a year after its promised completion date, it's still only about 70% complete, the experts say. And now the bank, it's foreclosing on the property. In court filings, Mr. Smith is accused of funneling literally millions of dollars to other real estate projects and to that planned stem cell resort down in Cabo. And Simmons Bank is getting sued too, amidst charges the bank branch president assisted the Smith defendants with transferring millions of dollars in funds that should have been used to construct the home. The bank gave us a written statement denying the allegations. We are prepared to vigorously defend this matter.
Certainly, there are funds that we have identified that go from the Lane Kelly operations and Bradley Smith's entities and get diverted out into the regenerative clinic in Los Cabos.
No funds were diverted anywhere.
Smith's office is located next to his home in the Heights, and that's where you usually find the Bentley parked. They're all in court arguing because you don't have any money.
They're working through that.
You're driving a Bentley.
This car is 11 years old and trying to give it back.
You think it was a crime?
I'm not sure about that. I'm in the civil world, so I don't play in the criminal sandbox.
I get it. Smith has played in the criminal sandbox. He's been arrested multiple times, twice for drunk driving, once for cocaine, was given deferred for assaulting a cop. He was indicted but not convicted for stealing a car for theft. And Smith was sentenced to probation for threatening a girlfriend with a knife. In 2015, Culture Map highlighted Smith and his wife as part of the next generation of Houston's home builders. She's gone. So is the next wife. And Harris County records detail a growing number of other lawsuits against Smith Family Homes, Lane Kelly Homes, and Bradley Smith himself. On LLE, a landscape contractor sued Smith for not paying him for work done on 3 different homes.
I'd say it's 100% criminal at that point. It's habitual, it's malicious, it's intentional. He plays new clients against the old clients and just constantly robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah, he takes money from one client, right? And then spends it somewhere else.
100%.
Good morning on this Monday.
And it's not just customers and contractors suing Smith.
He thought he could save a buck by finding, locating, and tapping into a wastewater line that he believed was on my property.
Randy Gibbs owned the house behind Smith's property on Farish Circle. Despite being told no by the neighborhood, Smith apparently chose to dig a trench onto Gibbs' property, creating a 6-foot sinkhole. You're in a room with someone who said, "Hey, I found this great home builder, Bradley Smith. What do you want to talk about?"
Run, don't walk. You can't trust this guy. You can't believe anything he tells you.
Why should someone trust you to build their home?
When we work really, really hard, there's been some unfortunate circumstances. We're working really hard to make this right.
You got somebody who called you a bum. One of my interviews called you a bum.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to respond to that.
We've been asked to expose Houston's real estate racketeers over the years. Houston Medical Center pioneer and billionaire Dr. Ed Bosarge is so rich he owns his own island in the Bahamas. Bosarge was accused of hiding real estate just to cheat his wife out of tens of millions of dollars after he dumped her. We worked with some of the nation's biggest newspapers to expose it all. And Bosarge had a house on Carnarvon too. Why do you think so many people accuse you of fraud? And who could forget Ali Chowdhury? 18 separate Dolce Vino media investigative reports detailing Chowdhury's graphic abuse of the courts to financially bleed his victims. Google Chowdhury's name today and you'll see why so many investors now just run away.
He's absolutely the most unethical, shady, slimy dirtbag.
Is Bradley Smith trying to become Houston's newest real estate racketeer? Because he's been accused of stealing millions of dollars from his own clients. Why should someone trust you to build their home?
When we work really, really hard, there's been some unfortunate circumstances. We're working really hard to make this right.
Yeah, it's called taking money from Peter to pay Paul.